Hi, I'm Brennan Quigley from 3 Acres, and I've got something kind of cool to show you. We're working on this site here right now, and we've got this FAQ section. So it's pretty easy to add an FAQ section like this to your store. Often the theme will have some kind of collapsible row. In this case, we're using Dawn, so it's got these wonderful little collapsible rows. And so to add the FAQ, pretty simple. You add a bunch of collapsible rows as blocks, and you put in your info. But in this case, we want the FAQ to be on the home page, and we also want it to be here on the product page. We want it to have it in both places. So we run into an issue where you're managing content across both pages. If something changes on one, you have to change it on the other. So the first level of a solution would be to create a meta object, and inside that meta object, put a question and an answer. That way you can link the meta object dynamically in the customizer. So if you're in the customizer under any of, let's just go to one of these, like if you see this little dynamic content, you're able to link it to one of your meta objects, which is great. However, it still has a bit of a drawback, because if you wanted to add another question, you would have to go in and add a question in both places, then link them up to the new question in the meta object. So we have an even better solution here. What we've done is we've taken the existing collapsible rows, we've sort of duplicated that section, and we've added some custom logic, and you may have got a sneak peek at it there when we were in the customizer. So if I go back into it, we've added the ability to put in the meta object and then the question field and the answer field. So if we look at the meta object definition for this, you'll understand what I'm talking about. We've put in the meta field, and then this one is question and this one is answer, and as a result our section will loop through the meta object. Any active questions will be taken, and the question will be put in the top part, and the answer will be put in the bottom. And so what this means is, instead of having to go to both places in order to add a new question, you simply have to go to the meta object and add an entry, and we can say test question, and then we can go test answer, and as long as it's active, I save this here, it'll update on the site. Now, notoriously, Shopify's caching is always bad at this. Oh, we lucked out. There it is. So you can see how the question has just dropped in. No extra work on our part. It's on the product page, and if we scroll down here, it's also on the home page. So instead of bouncing around your site, editing text in a bunch of different places, a little bit of customization to the section goes a long way. And the best part is we didn't get rid of the old section, we just added a new one. So now the theme is more customizable, and this very section, because of the way we've done it, could be used for any other collapsible row. We could create one for every product if we wanted, or one for different pages. So it's a very, very flexible section. So if this is something that you might be interested in your site, let us know. We could set it up.